Imagine a world where the seat of power shifts not through brute force alone, but by a revolution fueled by ideology, diplomacy, and a vision for a more just society. The year is 750 CE, and the mighty Umayyad Caliphate is crumbling. In its place rises a new dynasty, the Abbasids, ushering in one of history's most remarkable eras of cultural, scientific, and intellectual achievement, the Islamic Golden Age. But how did this dramatic change in power come about? What forces were at play? Today, we explore the Abbasid Revolution and how it transformed the Islamic world forever. The following images in this video have been altered and generated using AI technology. They are not exact replicas of historical events or people, but are used to provide a visual representation of what the events may have looked like. These images are intended solely for illustrative purposes, to help bring the story to life. The Umayyads had ruled the Islamic Empire for nearly a century, stretching from Spain to the borders of India. Their rule was marked by expansion and military prowess, but beneath the surface, their reign was fraught with internal divisions. Many Muslims, especially the non-Arab converts known as Mawali, were growing increasingly discontent with the Arab-centric policies of the Umayyads. The Umayyads' lavish lifestyle and detachment from the people only added fuel to the fire. The seeds of revolution were sown when the Abbasid family, descendants of the Prophet Muhammad's uncle, Abbas, began rallying support from those dissatisfied with the Umayyad rule. They promised a more inclusive and just Islamic society, one that would unite Arabs and non-Arabs alike under one faith, but without the cultural divisions that had plagued the Umayyad dynasty. The revolution gained momentum in the eastern regions of the empire, particularly in Persia and Khorasan, where the Mawali and other disenfranchised groups had strongholds. Led by a charismatic figure, Abu Muslim, the Abbasids gathered a coalition of supporters ready to challenge the Umayyad caliphs. The turning point came in 750 CE at the Battle of the Zab, where the Abbasids dealt a crushing defeat to the Umayyad forces. With the Umayyads overthrown, the last caliph, Marwan II, was killed, and the Abbasids took control of the vast Islamic empire. The revolution was swift and decisive, and the Abbasids wasted no time in consolidating power. They moved the capital from Damascus to Baghdad, a city that would soon become a beacon of culture, science, and innovation. Once in power, the Abbasids set out to create a new Islamic order. They embraced the diversity of the empire and sought to integrate non-Arabs into the political and social fabric of the Caliphate. This marked a significant shift from the Umayyad period, where Arab elites had held most of the power. Baghdad, the new capital, was built as a symbol of Abbasid authority and became one of the most important cities in the world. Its round city design reflected the Abbasids' desire for harmony and unity. Under the leadership of caliphs like Al-Mansur and Harun al-Rashid, Baghdad blossomed into a thriving center for trade, culture, and intellectual activity. Scholars, scientists, poets, and philosophers from across the empire flocked to the city, drawn by the Caliphate's commitment to knowledge and learning. The Abbasid caliphs were not only political leaders, but also patrons of the arts and sciences. They encouraged the translation of Greek, Persian, and Indian texts into Arabic, which spurred a flourishing of intellectual activity. The House of Wisdom in Baghdad became a center for learning, where scholars like Al-Khwarizmi, the father of algebra, and Ibn Sina, the great philosopher and physician, conducted groundbreaking research. This period, known as the Islamic Golden Age, saw advancements in medicine, astronomy, mathematics, and philosophy. Papermaking, which the Abbasids learned from the Chinese, revolutionized the spread of knowledge. The Abbasids' support for intellectual and cultural pursuits helped preserve and enhance the knowledge of ancient civilizations, laying the foundation for the European Renaissance centuries later. Despite the Abbasids' incredible achievements, their rule was not without challenges. Over time, the caliphs lost direct control over vast parts of their empire as regional governors and military leaders gained power. The rise of the Seljuks and later the Mongols would further weaken Abbasid authority. In 1258, Baghdad fell to the Mongols, marking the end of the Abbasid Caliphate's dominance. Yet, the legacy of the Abbasids and the Islamic Golden Age endures. Their contributions to science, philosophy, and culture had a profound impact on the development of the modern world. The Abbasid Revolution not only reshaped the Islamic Empire, but also opened the doors to an era of intellectual and cultural exchange that would resonate for centuries. The Abbasid Revolution wasn't just a change of dynasty. It was the dawn of an era that would see the Islamic world become a global center for learning and innovation. From the rise of Baghdad to the flowering of science, the Abbasids' vision transformed the course of history. If you enjoyed this journey through the Abbasid Revolution and the Islamic Golden Age, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into history's most fascinating events. Stay tuned for more.